observing myself as a critical reader. We start out with my understanding of the reader response theory. The reader response theory we use in class, it really helped me a lot when reading the text that we were given. It helped me understand like the true and deeper meanings of the short stories and poems we read. It even helped me like in other classes, like especially like my CIT class where the work was like, a little longer and it was like kind of like more difficult to read and to understand. It helped me like, go back and look for some of the things that we would look for in our stories. And it would help me get like a fuller meaning to what was going on in what we were reading. Two things I observed about my critical reading. These strategies were what I used from the nonfiction essays on the Vietnam War. Um, One strategy I used to get a better understanding was rereading the text. Rereading the text really helped me gather like a lot more information. It really helped me like kind of find like a better understanding, like a deeper meaning to what was going on and like how these people really felt and like the in this time period, and it helped me like get a better knowledge of like what was really going on because I really didn't know about like the Vietnam War. Like I didn't know what was really going on, so it kind of let me rereading the text kind of let me like get a deeper meaning. Another strategy I used was like looking up words that I didn't know. This really helped me because like I would usually like just skip over the words and like go back when I reread it. I'll look them up again and like like instead of like trying to be all confused and look up the word and like while I'm reading, I'll just go back and look it up. And this helps me when I go back because I've kind of found a different meaning to what I was reading. The digital tools I used helped me a lot was when I followed Stephen King on Twitter. I think that was a cool one. It kind of helped me get a better understanding like how like authors aren't just people who write books. Like they have like their own like they have like opinions just like us. Like how they act. They're like normal people. I kind of like didn't like like didn't like know. I think all like authors did was like really like kind of write books. So it was like pretty cool to see like his thoughts and like what was he doing during the day. Like what did he think? Like what did he think was funny? Because he tweeted a lot of funny things. So it really like gave me like a better understanding of like what kind of person he was instead of like the author he was. I really like it kind of made me appreciate like the books that he was writing because just to hear like what he would say on Twitter is like, oh my god, like this is funny and everything, and like he could turn around and write like a sophisticated book. The connections and challenges I had during this class. One connection I made from another course was in my Catholic intellectual traditions course. Most of the reasons were like challenging and longer to like longer because it was like in out of the Bible, like stuff like Dante's Inferno, like the readings were like longer and more difficult to read because it was in different kind of English. But the reader response, I feel as though it helped me like get a better understanding of like what was going on. Like I would pull it out and like use it to like try to comprehend what I was reading. Another challenge in this course was when we had to read short poems on the Vietnam War. These were kind of difficult to apply to reader response theory because they were like really short, the little poems and everything. It was like kind of hard to like try to find a deeper meaning because it was like not that many words on the page. So it was like you gotta like you kind of get what you get. My most memorable experience was when we read Dr. Martin Luther King's letter from the Birmingham jail. It was a very memorable moment because like not a lot of classes. I haven't been in a lot of classes that uses like those kind of works as like the material in the class. So it was like finally good to like get to examine the work and read it for all it's worth, and like get to apply like my opinions to the reader response theory on what I thought about the paper, what I thought about the letter and everything. Overall, it was like a pretty cool experience to like get to be able to read that in class. The aha moment I had in this class was when we read the Cathedral. This was this was an aha moment because like it was one of the most interesting texts that we read all year in class. So like I really liked it. I really read it a few times. I really liked the connections that were made between like the foreshadowing and everything of the story. Like it was like a really cool story to read. Like I really appreciate it. And that is my presentation. Thank you.